Greetings, my good people. I hope this video finds you well, just as emails do. Today, let's demystify this thing called Motor Vehicle Third-Party Only Cover, or TPO in short form. What is motor insurance third-party only cover? Third-party insurance offers protection against damages to the third party by the insured vehicle. It offers financial compensation to third parties who suffer physical injuries, or damage to their vehicle, or damage to their property, or death. It also extends to cover injuries to passengers while traveling in your vehicle, should they or their survivors choose to sue you for compensation for their injuries or death. I have seen cases where passengers who were in a car at the time of accident suing the car owner for injuries they suffered when the car got involved in an accident. The term third party was coined during the early insurance contracts development to refer to any other person who is not a party to an insurance contract. The insurance contract is between the owner of the insured car, referred to as the first party, and the insurance company taking up the risk, referred to as the second party. Anybody outside that definition is the third party. These people outside the contract are the ones covered by the third-party insurance cover. This insurance is mandatory by law. Any vehicle traveling on any public road must have this cover so that in the event of an accident affecting a third party in any way, they are able to get compensation from the car owner's insurance company. This cover does not compensate for damage or loss of the car, or injury to or death of the car owner. In most cases, third-party claims are through a court of law where the third party or their representatives will identify and prove that the car owner is liable to pay the claim. The above is the definition of what third-party only cover means. However, the specifics are always outlined in the policy schedule. When you get your policy document, the schedule should be able to tell you the following. How much will your policy pay in a legal case when your car injures or kills another person? How much will your policy pay in a legal case when your car injures or kills several people? How much will your policy pay in a legal case when your car damages another person's property? How much will your policy pay in a legal case when your car injures or kills a passenger traveling in your vehicle? How much will your policy pay in a legal case when your car injures or kills several passengers traveling in your vehicle? In insurance writing, they are called limit of liabilities and they will appear as follows in your policy schedule. Third-party injury or death, limit payable when one person is injured and limit payable in one incident where many people are injured are given in form of a currency. Third-party property damage, limit per accident damaging one person's property or several properties is given in form of a currency. Passenger's injury or death, limit payable when one person is injured and limit payable in one incident where many people are injured are given in form of a currency. In Kenya, the basic statutory limits are as given below. Third-party injury or death, for one person the policy will pay up to Kenya shillings 3 million. For many people injured in one accident, the policy will pay up to Kenya shillings 20 million. Third-party property damage, the policy will pay up to Kenya shillings 5 million for damage to a property or properties in one accident. Passenger's injury or death, for one person the policy will pay up to Kenya shillings 3 million. For many people injured in one accident, the policy will pay up to Kenya shillings 20 million. The above illustration of limits are basic cover limits. Various insurance companies offer different limits of liabilities. For you as the car owner, the higher these limits of liabilities are, the better the cover. Please note that the courts are not bound by the limits in your policy. The judge can give the claimant an amount higher than your policy limit. If this happens, the insurance company will only pay up to the limit set out in the policy document and you are liable for any amount above the policy limit. However, there is a silver lining in court cases handled by the insurance company, since they will always negotiate for the court awards to be within the policy limits. As mentioned in my video on motor claims procedures last week, it is of utmost importance to report every and all accidents to your insurance company. So, as you can clearly see, third-party covers may be cheap in costs, but what it saves you should anything happen is enormous. Paying 3 or 5 or 20 million out of pocket when an accident happens will literally make you bankrupt. That is why the state made this cover mandatory. Just ensure your cover is valid and has good limits. Other facts about third-party covers and claims. You cannot claim compensation from the other person's insurance directly as a third party, since you are not a party to the contract. Any claim against an individual who hits you or your car or damages your property must be raised through the owner of the car, by issuing a demand letter and/or court summons. In the same way, a third party cannot claim from your insurance company, since they are not a party to your insurance contract. Your insurer or the third-party insurer will not pay a claim where the above claims processes, such as issuing demand letter or court summons, are not followed. So, do not go to someone's insurer to claim as a third party, or send a third party you hit on the road to claim from your insurer. The role of demand letter is to hold a person responsible for an accident and give an ultimatum for them to accept liability and pay within a stipulated time frame, failure of which, you are free to go to court. Bonus information. In Kenya, the insurance of motor vehicles is governed by an Act of Parliament known as the Motor Vehicle Third-Party Risks Act, Cap 405, which stipulates various requirements, among them mandatory minimum insurance cover for all vehicles on public roads. This act further states that you must have and always display a valid insurance certificate on the left-hand side of your windscreen at all times. Having the certificate and not displaying it as stipulated attracts fines and even jail time.
My advice? Always display it. That's all for now. I will talk about comprehensive motor insurance covers in my next video. Subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss this and my other videos.